will take more than head games to stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps. His pride!
Alright guys, welcome back to 2guysonepod.
That's right, the podcast where we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
And today we will be revisiting anything Dragon Ball.
Anything Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball related material.
Movies, anime, games.
There's a segment we're going to do where we talk about how Dragon Ball was created through the princess having sex with her father's dog.
Oh, the princess having sex. Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
And if you're wondering, how do you think that Dragon Ball was created that way? You'll have to stick around to find out. Our intro there was brought to you by YouTube.
Yes.
It is, Travis, you know more about that intro. What's going on in that intro?
That is during the Majin Buu arc, or at least the start of the Majin Buu arc, where Vegeta is under mind control from Babidi.
Right. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Yep.
Right.
Actually, his dad's name was Bibbidi.
Yeah, and the one
it's
before...
Bibbidi, Bobbidi, and Boo. And funny thing about that is Bibbidi, he let Boo loose before, and then the Supreme Kai, trapped him in that ball, and Bobbidi lets Boo out again. So Bibbidi, Bobbidi, Boo.
Right. So yeah, that's what's going on today. We will be talking, as you can see from the picture you're seeing on your screen. We were looking for a good background, and this is not the best background, but I felt it was fitting because everybody gives Krillin shit for being weak.
Yes.
But as you can see, that motherfucker outlived all of those motherfuckers.
He did, and three of which were very powerful warriors, being Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta. So let's dive right in.
Let's talk about...
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
It's a Dragon Ball Z related question.
Go ahead.
What is your favorite arc from Dragon Ball Z?
Honestly, I really like the Buu saga.
It's a good one.
But the Frieza saga was pretty cool too. I felt like the Frieza saga, though, carried over with the Nappa and Vegeta saga, I guess.
What do you mean?
Mini arcs, I guess they were.
That's the Saiyan arc. What do you mean?
Yeah, it carried over, right? Because Vegeta and Nappa was working with...
Oh, yeah. It definitely... It tied in Vegeta's backstory.
Which makes that whole Frieza arc, if you want to get it, all a really long fucking arc... Probably the longest arc in Dragon Ball.
Well, no, see, the Frieza arc is its own. It's or the Namek arc,
right,
as you will, as it's also.
I didn't care too much for the Cell arc.
You didn't care for the Cell arc?
Cell arc's not my favorite. My favorite probably is the Buu arc, because right before the Buu arc, we're in a tournament.
The World Tournament.
The World Tournament, which is bringing back Dragon Ball Classic, which is my favorite insert of the series, the very first Dragon Ball. Love it. So let's redirect that question back to you.
My favorite arc, I'm gonna go with the not just the Cell arc, but the Android arc as well, combined them two together.
Right, because they also play into each other.
I'll tell you why. They do play into each other. But in the Android arc, we get future Trunks, and we also get Vegeta turning Super Saiyan for the first time, which was awesome. We could have pulled a segment where Vegeta said some gangster ass shit like he did to Babidi whenever he asked Android 19 if he ever does a machine like you ever feel fear. That was some gangster ass shit.
That was straight from a 50 Cent line.
Yeah, I believe 50 Cent said that once.
Yeah, no, that's...
But because of those, basically because of those two characters, and during the Cell arc, Vegeta passed. Vegeta was the strongest character at one point.
Let's also not forget about Krillin in the, I guess after the Cell arc, taming that sweet android strain.
Yes, he did. He did it in a very, very nerdy way. Like, it was very goofy. It was very, he made a wish.
Right.
With the dragon to turn her into a human.
Wish up on the sex with dog balls.
Let's dive into that.
Okay, yeah, because I've been dying ever since. So everybody knows that Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is based on Journey to the West. Now I might be taking this out of context because I literally just read this, but because I've never read Journey to the West, that book was like made in like 1800s or something. So like not visited that story. That's not in high school curriculum.
No.
Where the princess has sex with her father's dog, and it creates 8 crystal balls.
Well, as Akira Toriyama has changed, a subtle change is there's only 7 Dragon Balls, so
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, because that makes a difference.
And well, the Namekians create the dragon.
Right. Yeah, the Namekians are cool. They're probably my favorite race.
I don't understand how Shinron knows things. Like when Beerus came, which we're not going to dive too much into Super, but when Beerus came to Earth.
Beerus came in the movie.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z
and
movie.
they brought Shinron, because it was Battle of the Gods. They brought Shinron out, and he was scared of Beerus. It was pretty funny, because Shinron's never been scared of anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been like,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. He's like, you really shouldn't keep a dragon.
Who killed Shinron? They brought Shinron out and somebody killed him. It was Piccolo in the Dragon Ball saga. He killed Shinron.
Oh, was that King Piccolo?
Yeah,
it wasn't Piccolo. It was King Piccolo.
King Piccolo killed Shinron. Wow, did that ever happen in Dragon Ball Z?
No, it didn't. Shinron, every time Kami dies or Piccolo dies, Shinron and the Dragon Balls vanish.
So when Piccolo died, if the Dragon Balls vanish, how do they bring Piccolo back? With the Namekian...
The Namekian Dragon Balls. And Purunga. Purunga was the name of the steroid-using Namekian dragon. Because he was buff.
He was buff.
You want to see? I'm going to pull up a picture.
I remember that. So... Wow, that's full circle. Coming back. Namekians come to Earth, make a dragon. Namekian
Ooh,
guys.
I spelled that right too. Look at Purunga.
Yeah.
He's got arms.
Buff as shit, yo. What game is that from?
I don't know. What game is that?
It's a cool game. Just probably have to click on that link. But yeah. So, I don't know. I like Chaozu too. We're looking at this picture and Chaozu's like about to blow himself up.
That was on Nappa,
he's about to see Nappa a jihad.
Yeah. Well, he just jihaded himself.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything to Nappa.
No, it didn't do shit to Nappa, but that's because Chaozu's so small.
Let's see here. Who's your okay? Let's see. Who's your second favorite character? Because we know Piccolo's your favorite.
Goku.
Goku's your favorite. Why?
No,
why?
Kid Goku.
Okay, that's fair.
Because my favorite arc's Dragon Ball.
Well, that's fair. Okay, what about in the Z series? Who's your second favorite?
Z series?
I feel like your future Trunks would be your second.
No, that's my wife's favorite. It pisses me off. She thought Trunks was cute, so fuck that. I'm mad at him. I hate Trunks.
So did Bulma before she knew that it was her son.
Yeah. Fucking weird.
That's hilarious because a bridge shines a light on that, It's hilarious.
Let's see. Who would be my second favorite? Well, Yamcha's useless. So
Yamcha's your second favorite.
No.
Do you like Vegeta?
I don't like Vegeta.
Why do you not like Vegeta?
He's all fucking like
Blah, blah, blah. I want to be a carrot.
Yeah. I have problem with carrots. No, Vegeta's just I fucking don't like him. He's all cocky and shit. That's what pisses me off. That's why I like Goku. Goku's like, I'm strong. Whatever. I don't care.
Goku is way more cocky than anybody in the show.
No, he's not.
He's overconfident. Yes.
Vegeta's overconfident.
No, he's not. No,
yes,
he's not.
He is.
No,
yes,
he is not. Vegeta is a tactician.
A tactician?
Yes,
you're
he is
gonna
a
give
tactician.
that. I don't even know what how the fuck are you gonna give him a tactician title?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Okay, because in the Android arc.
Okay.
In the Android arc, you didn't even know Vegeta was watching Goku fight Android 19, and when Goku was subdued.
How the fuck are you supposed to know that Vegeta's watching Android 19?
Because he says, I watched your fight with Kakarot.
I know, but how were you ever supposed to know that he was? Because you were like, you didn't even know he was watching. Like, how were you ever supposed to know? Because the camera's all the time focused on their fight.
Exactly. You don't know until Vegeta says.
Yeah, exactly. Because
no, listen. This is. Let me get to my point.
All right, get to your point.
He sat back and watched to see how Android 19 fights, and he knew how to beat him. Like I said, Goku he's overconfident. He fights. He. I mean, rightfully so. Goku's very powerful. I'm not going to take anything away from him, like you are trying to with Vegeta.
Oh,
but Vegeta's so much better of a.
Start with me.
Not a better of a fighter, but he's more of a tactician.
No. So obviously my favorite character is Piccolo. I'm gonna say my second favorite is Goku, dude. I'm going Goku.
Vegeta and Future Trunks would be my top two. I really like Piccolo. To be honest with you, I don't dislike any character.
Hold on. Who's your most hated Dragon Ball Z character?
Most hated Dragon Ball Z character.
I can tell you who mine is straight off the bat.
Who is it?
Mr. Satan.
You hate Mr. Satan?
I hate Mr.
Hercule is legit. I love Hercule.
No, he's not. Oh my god, he's
Hercule.
so awful.
Let me see. I gotta think. Let's see. My most hated. That's kind of hard because like even the villains and Mr. Satan bring so much charisma. I'm gonna say Babidi. I hated Babidi. He annoyed the piss out of me.
Yeah, he was very annoying.
He annoyed the shit out of me. I just didn't like Babidi, and when Boo killed him, I was super stoked.
Who's your most loved villain?
Man, I feel like it's a cop-out, but it's Frieza. I mean, it has to be. I mean, it's everybody's favorite, but it's everybody's favorite for a reason. It might not be yours.
Mine's Boo.
That's fine. That's fair. But the general consensus, Frieza was held up higher. That's why they brought him back for Resurrection F and brought him back in Super after that arc.
Yeah, that's true. But everybody's
wrong.
wrong.
No, not well.
And here's why.
Why?
Because Frieza is, as we done seen in Resurrection. Not only in Resurrection
I just got a question. It's a quick question. I'm not.
Go for it.
I don't mean to interject, but do you mean Majin Buu or Kid Buu? Because I like Kid Buu way more than Majin Buu.
That's a tough one. I think I'm going to go Majin.
Really?
I love Majin Buu.
The fat cake eating, just wanting chocolate. Kid Boo's gangster ass isn't better.
Fuck Kid Buu.
Kid Buu was
Majin Buu
awesome.
beats Kid Buu all day.
No, he doesn't. As a matter of fact, they fight.
I know.
That's kind of weird. And their whole to be honest with you, and I love the Buu saga as well. Kid Buu was awesome, but they were all over the place. Like
they were.
The second stage of Buu, what was his name? We got Majin Buu, Kid Buu, but then we got the tall one.
What the fuck was his name?
What was his name? What did they call him?
All right.
Well, anyways, he absorbed.
God of Google.
Google it. No, see, he was able to absorb Gotenks, Piccolo, Gohan. He was able to absorb all these strong fighters. But when he absorbed Vegito, he didn't absorb them. They kind of, did a whole little run around inside of Majin Buu and, freed everybody, which, I guess, whatever. But not only that, the way they explained how it started with Kid Buu is actually Majin Buu.
Damn. Apparently, according to the Dragon Ball wiki, there is several iterations of Buu. Okay, so
because
here we go.
He started as Kid Buu.
Here's a Buu history. Kid Buu, the original and pure form of Majin Buu.
Yeah.
Oob, the reincarnation of the original Buu. Future Kid Buu, the future counterpart of Kid Buu from Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. Another road. Huge Buu, the resort of Majin Buu absorbing South Supreme Kai. Innocent Buu, the first form of Buu to appear on screen and the result of Buu absorbing the Grand Supreme Kai.
Mm-hmm.
This Buu split into completely physical, identical Good Buu and Skinny Evil Buu. Good Buu, the result of Innocent Buu expelling all the evil of his body and becoming pure and good.
And that's who we have in the universe.
Yeah,
at the end.
at the end.
That's Good Buu.
Mr. Buu, the male result of Good Buu splitting in order to create males and females of the Majin race.
Don't know that. Don't understand that.
Miss
at all.
Buu, the female result of, once again, splitting to create a race. Evil Buu, the result of Innocent Buu expelling all the evil from his physical form. Future Innocent Buu, the future counterpart of Innocent Buu from the Dragon Ball Shin Budokai Another Road. Future Good Buu, same thing. Future Evil Buu.
Super Buu.
Super Buu.
That's him.
The result of Evil Buu absorbing Good Buu. He is the same overall entity as Innocent Buu. However, he looks and acts completely different due to Buu's evil resurfacing and overcoming the Grand Supreme Kai's positive influence. Future Super Buu. Same thing, but with Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai Another Road. Holy shit.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. It was all over the place. That's and again, not knocking it. I liked the Buu saga. I did. But it was all over the place with like how they did things.
I don't know if I've said it or not.
They made it make sense.
I hate Mr. Satan, which he played a part in Majin Buu more than any other song.
He did. He influenced Majin Buu so much.
Okay.
Him and the dog. Him and the puppy.
Keeping on this question thing, here we go. Throwing a curveball out there for one of our listeners and directed towards Travis. So Travis has to answer and can't divert. Hottest Dragon Ball Z character, female, go.
That's an easy one. It's Bulma.
Bullshit.
That's an opinion-based question, and you got an opinion-based answer. For me, it goes all the way back. It stems all the way back to Dragon Ball.
Granted, she is the hottest in Dragon Ball.
She's like the only female. Well, Chi-Chi comes in later, but for the longest time, she was the one.
Chi-Chi was a kid in Dragon Ball?
What's
you
her
fucking
name?
pedophile.
Sneezes.
I forget her name. Was it like?
Well, Bulma was a kid too, technically. She was like a teenager.
And I'm going to pedophile on Dragon Ball Z and say Adele. Her name's not Adele, is it?
Who's Adele?
It's Adele, isn't it? Or something like that?
Who are you talking about?
Go Saiyan Man's girlfriend.
Oh, it was Adele. Hercules, look it up. Hercules' daughter. That was her name, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was Adele.
She was ugly when she cut her hair. I liked her a lot
She's still
better.
hot.
I liked her a lot better.
It's Videl.
Videl. That's correct.
That's
Videl.
my fault. I mixed
We're
up Adele.
Adele, the singer.
Who is also pretty, and if you're listening, send me nudes.
yeah, Videl, if you're out there.
No, Adele.
Oh, Videl. Oh, you're talking about. Oh.
I've got Videl's nudes.
I've got Videl's nudes. Yeah, Bulma. Bulma's the hottest. There's a funny moment in Super. I'm not sure exactly what's going on because I just see clips. I just watch clips. But Goku's like messed up. His thoughts not working right, so he instant transmissions. He thinks he's instant transmissioning to King Kai's planet to talk to King Kai to why he's doing shit like this.
Right.
And he accidentally instant transmissions to Bulma and Vegeta's bedroom, and he's standing on top of their bed. He sits down. He's like, "What?" Just thinking about what's going on. And Bulma comes out of the bathroom in a towel. She just showered, and she's talking, thinking Vegeta's in the room, and she's talking about don't forget to do so and so with Trunks tomorrow or whatever. And she walks in, turns on the light, and there's like a pause right before she freaks out. Have you seen this?
No.
You haven't? Okay. Well, she freaks out because she's just in a towel, and Goku's sitting on her bed, crisscross applesauce, thinking about what's going on. And, when Bulma walks in, he's just scratching his head, that whole Japanese animation. He's like, "Oh, hey, Bulma." Well, she's freaking out. And she's like, "Did you sneak in here to see me naked?" And Vegeta walks in, and he's like, "Kakarot!" And he gets all red in the face, and he's mad. And he's like, "Are you trying to stare at my wife or some shit?" I don't know. We'll have to look up the video when we're done because it's hilarious. And Goku he just trolls Bulma. He's like, "I don't want to see Bulma naked. Her boobs are too saggy now."
Oh,
yes.
Snap.
And then Vegeta's face gets like all red, and it's
because
hilarious.
Goku, also something that just to piss Vegeta off even more, touched Bulma's pussy.
Oh yes, he did. In Dragon Ball, he
smacked it
because he was looking for a pecker.
Yeah,
he was looking for her penis.
Innocent
and
Goku.
He was smacking.
Okay,
Yeah, he's a very child. He's still a child. All he has ever seen before Bulma was his grandpa Gohan.
Right.
He's never seen any other human. So
and in Dragon Ball also,
he didn't
see
know that
Goku penis. Goku kid penis.
Oh yeah, you see Gohan's penis in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, not the Kai, I guess, not the animated version.
Oh, Kai, no, Kai's just stuff. Well, see, Kai was also shortened.
It was shortened. That's what's cool about it because it does cut out a lot of filler.
But they don't show none of the birds.
But it was heavily censored.
It was none of the birds, none of the middle fingers,
yous, none of the damn it's,
none of the you bastards.
Yeah.
Well, they may have said you bastard.
No,
they keep
none of the blood.
Oh yeah, the blood.
Because whenever Goku gets blasted by Piccolo and Raditz, it just leaves a bruise on Goku's chest.
Yeah, and in the original, what we grew up watching, he's got a hole in his chest, and there's blood everywhere.
So yeah. What else?
So, did you answer that question? Who's the hottest female character?
I said Videl.
Oh, Videl?
Well, first I said Adele.
yeah, Adele. Okay. So you're going with Videl.
I'm going Adele still. I'm still holding to Adele as the hottest character.
Adele.
She's not even in the show. Adele, if you're out there, once again, send me nudes.
Send Chris nudes, please.
Or at this point, any of our female listeners, just email them to the 2guysonepod's email address. I'll link it in the description below.
Have you? Speaking of send nudes, did you ever see? There was a news. It was obviously on the news, and I think it was like maybe in California. I don't know, but this girl was like stranded on like a mountain, and instead of putting rocks in the shape of help, she put it as send nudes, and a helicopter when they finally rescued her, went over where she was at, and it, spelled out "send nudes." It was pretty hilarious. It was a girl. It was pretty funny.
That is, I'm on a stranded island dying. Let's get a last little bit of humor.
Yeah. Whenever they find our decomposed body, they'll see rocks spelling out the words "send nudes."
Oh man. Okay, so let's continue.
Oh, your favorite villain is Boo?
Boo. I don't know what else to ask at this point. We've already asked our favorite arcs, favorite characters, second favorite characters.
We went over favorite video games. We're trying to leave Super out to dive more into Super when we're all caught up. I mean, I know a lot that's gone on, but it's just in clips and bits and pieces. But we're trying to leave Super for when we both catch up.
Catch up to Super.
Let's see. I mean, we haven't talked about any of the movies. What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
There's a bunch of them. I got one.
15 in total.
There's 15?
Yeah.
I got one. I got mine. I'll go ahead and spew on mine while you think of
Spew
yours.
it out.
It was the first movie that I owned. I think it wasn't the first one I seen because I seen the giant tree one. What was that one? That technically that was like in the middle of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. The Mighty Tree or the Tree of Might. The Tree of Might. That was what it was called. I seen that one, and that was the first one I seen.
That was the third movie.
That was the third movie?
Yeah.
That was the first one I seen. There's, of course, the Broly movies.
Yeah.
I think I've seen 2.
The first Broly was number 10. The second Broly was number 12. And the last Broly was number 13.
Ooh, okay. I haven't seen the third one, I don't think. And I think that had more Goten and Trunks involved.
Apparently, there's actually 19.
19.
Here is the list. Number 1, starting with my favorite, I guess I'd have to say, is the Dead Zone. Reason being is the animation in this movie reminds me a lot of the old Dragon Ball. And it wasn't, shortly after that. The World's Strongest is number 2.
I've seen all 3 of those. I remember the Dead Zone the best.
The Tree of Might at number 3. Number 4 being Bardock.
Which is Goku's father.
Lord Slug at number 5. Number 6 being Cooler's Revenge. 7 being Return of Cooler. 8, The History of Trunks. 9, Super Android 13.
The redneck. The trucker. Redneck trucker android.
10, Broly. 11, Bojack. I'm Bojack the Horseman.
Where we're at in the Dragon Ball Z stages right now, Broly, the first one, was pre-Cell Game.
Pre-Cell Game.
And Bojack was post-Cell Game.
Right. Number 12, Broly, Second Coming. 13, Bio Broly. 14, Fusion Reborn. 15, Wrath of the Dragon. 16, Return of Goku and Friends. What?
Okay.
I actually have that one, I think. 17, Battle of the Gods. 18, episode of Bardock.
You lost me there.
I've not seen that one either. 19, Resurrection. F. I feel like I fainted on it.
I'm going to go. There's a few movies that I like in that list. We'll start with. Was Revenge of Cooler the first one and the Return of Cooler the second, correct? The Return of Cooler, the one where they're on Namek. The Revenge of Cooler was on planet Earth, but the Return of Cooler was my favorite because that one was pre-Android Saga and it was post-Namek Saga, and technically, in the timeline of things, that was the first time Vegeta went Super Saiyan.
Okay,
I
those
believe.
numbers I just gave you are not the chronological order they come out in.
That was close, though.
It was close, but not
I'm pretty sure the Tree of Might was the first one.
No, the tree. I think it's the Dead Zone.
Dead Zone was the first one?
I'll look.
No. The Tree of Might was totally first. The Tree of Might, he knew.
There's a total of 24 films in the whole series, though, unless Super's made one. Super hasn't made one yet, have they?
Well, technically, Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F was Super. Those are the first two Super
No, they
arcs.
still
They
count
come-
them as DBZ.
I think they do, but that's not fair because those are literally the first two arcs.
It doesn't
of
matter,
Super.
though, because...
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that's not really fair. I know what
Oh
you're saying
my
technically,
God.
but that's a technicality. And
Technicality.
technically, they should be Super movies.
All right, and some of those are television specials, not technically theatrical films.
Okay.
It's all Dragon Ball. Hold on.
Hold on. I'll play some sweet Vegeta music while we wait.
Dead Zone was first.
Dead Zone was first. Okay, you win. I know you're happy about that. You should have seen the smile on his face.
Wow, her. Don't
Oh.
settle for less. With 1-800.
Damn it, Travis! That's a
That's an ad.
ad.
Sweet guitar riff.
That's so dumb.
No, it's awesome. It's Vegeta's music, which he didn't even know Vegeta had his own music.
By the way, guys, we are sponsored by 1-800-Flowers.com.
In this video, we are.
Not really. Please send us money.
Please send us money. But that guitar riff is sweet, though, isn't it?
It is pretty sweet.
I can't believe you didn't know Vegeta had his own music. Like, go rewatch the series.
Oh, go rewatch the fucking series, he says. What a prick.
I'm sorry.
Says the guy that's never seen all of Dragon Ball.
I hate you. I've seen like all the first.
Or all of GT.
Oh, come on now, get out of here with that shit. Like, you hurt me a little bit with Dragon Ball, but the GT comment didn't faze me.
He'd
one
rather
bit.
watch Naruto. Also, this
Dude,
guy...
Naruto is
This
way
guy
better than GT.
Claims to be such a big Dragon Ball fan. Dragon Ball is his favorite anime. He has no Dragon Ball tattoos. He has Naruto tattoos, though. Like a
Listen.
faggot.
Whoa. I'm in the making of doing a whole sleeve dedicated just to Dragon Ball.
Not a single
My
drop of
tattoo
ink.
artist. Listen, that takes a lot of time and commitment to put a whole sleeve in. Half sleeve. Sorry, half sleeve, not a whole sleeve. Half sleeve. What a dick. And I've showed you pictures of that.
I guess. I think you should journey to West it. Have a girl having sex with a dog.
That'll be the top of the half sleeve. Or maybe it should be the bottom because that's where it all started.
That's where it all started.
Oh man. Anyways, what you got? Anything else? Your favorite movie was Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Resurrection F was awesome. I loved it. I liked it more than Battle of the Gods. Battle of the Gods, though, interesting note. Did you know that Vegeta surpassed Super Saiyan 3 Goku? It's as a Super Saiyan 2. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
When he went full rage, but of course, if you don't know, Saiyans, when they go in rage mode, get extremely powerful. And when Vegeta raged, when he was all like, "That's my Bulma," which I love that part too.
That's my ball.
He did. He said, oh, God,
Why
I gotta
haven't
look
people
it up.
edited that? That's my bowl of cereal.
I'm sure it has. We just haven't found it. We should do that.
Yeah.
We should
New
edit.
task to the viewers. Edit that scene, submit it to us, and I'll put it on a playlist.
Yes. If you actually
If we have any
watch.
viewers.
If you actually watch this. I'm sure there's a lot of Dragon Ball fans out there. I know there's a lot of content.
I'm subscribed. Let me find out her name. But I'm subscribed to a girl that does nothing but with like Dragon Ball Z figurines.
I think you sent me some of those, like some of the rarest.
Yeah.
You sent me some of the rarest figurines, like stuff they've only made like 1 or 2 or 10 of.
Yeah. Like, it's nuts, like how much these things are worth. Some of them are literally priceless because they don't know how much. Like one of the action figures they made, and right now there's only one recorded, one found, and they've only got pictures of it. They don't know if it's an actual real thing or fake.
Yeah, I seen that in that video you sent me. I just had to take a sip of drink. Good old drink.
Right.
I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know if we can get in trouble for that.
SSJ Goshen 4. Little shout out there.
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah.
Is that her YouTube name?
That's her YouTube name.
It's her YouTube handle.
Her YouTube handle. Oh, we gotta bring that back. Handles.
Handles.
And what's cool is like the intro to her video. She actually got the voice actor of Vegeta to do the intro of her videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
The current American voice actor?
yeah,
Okay.
the guy that's in DBZ.
Okay. Because Vegeta's changed a lot of
And
voice actors.
like he's like, her videos are over 9,000.
Yeah, see, he wasn't the original one that said that. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
He, I don't know if you noticed the difference. I'll play them back for you. But the Vegeta that said does the android like you ever feel fear, and the Vegeta that started out this intro for us during the Buu saga, 2 different voice actors.
Cool. I did not know that.
You will know it when you like compare the two.
Compare the two
Yeah,
videos.
you will see. You're
Also,
like, oh, Vegeta sounds so different.
If you notice, I don't know if you noticed this. I noticed that watching Dragon Ball, depending on who the animator was, they had very different, almost art styles.
Ooh, no, I can't say.
Yeah.
I'll probably notice it now that you say it, but
Very different art styles. Like I noticed that, like in the.
you know, a lot of people. Sorry not to talk about Super, but a lot of people rag on the animation for Super.
I didn't know that. You know something that Dragon Ball related, and I think we brought this up last time. I absolutely love the animation in DBZ Fighters.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Z, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my god! And did you shout out to another YouTube / podcast to listen to? The Let Me Tell You About podcast. They did an episode about that where they had a guy on that, like, I guess he plays competitively, and they were talking about like how people are literally breaking that game down to frame rates, to where you use frame rates to your advantage to win.
Really?
Yeah, fighting games aren't button smashers; they are mathematical games.
Wow. We're gonna get slaughtered whenever we do finally get that game.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
everybody's gonna be so much better than us.
Yeah, the one guy said that he put in 20 hours and still lost damn near every round he played online, unless he was playing against somebody that was absolute garbage.
I seen this was during the beta testing. I haven't looked into it now because it just makes me sad because the game's actually out and I don't have it. Oh wow, yeah you do. But Android 16, this dude was slaughtering people with Android 16. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like,
Well,
you know, the
like,
differentials and
they use teams.
the. Yeah.
So like there's a team out now. he was talking about on there like the Android 6. It might have been 16.
The red-haired one,
Yeah. I
the
think,
big one.
Yeah.
He's a beast apparently. Because I seen a guy. I seen Team 4-Star playing the beta.
There's also a Goku team where you strictly use Gokus.
Goku's like different forms of Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's just several teams where like you just keep using these teams, and you like even the way you position your teams is supposed to be like really tactician.
Vegeta must play this game.
Yeah. Okay. No, but I didn't know there was that much depth into fighting games, but apparently like.
I'm just gonna throw this
Go
out
ahead.
there. Naruto, just throw this in there. A Shikamaru and Vegeta must play this game.
Oh my fucking
Shikamaru's
God.
a tactician. Very lazy, but very smart.
Any fucking way.
I don't know why you're ragging on Naruto. Naruto's a good show. Not as good as DBZ though.
Yeah, DBZ is very good. See, like DBZ is like, it's a show in anime, right? So like you get a new villain every so often, and it doesn't look like they're gonna beat the villain, but then they finally do. And showing animes is what I guess really started me on anime, because like I watched Pokemon, but before Yu-Gi-Oh, but Yu-Gi-Oh was my jam, and that's a show in anime, and Dragon Ball is a show in anime.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's.
You have to. I guess what you're saying is you have to get invested in it.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Stick into
well,
it.
like okay, so like take Dragon Ball. You have I don't know how many episodes between Dragon Ball and now Dragon Ball Super, including GT. I know people don't like to, but just include it for the sake of if you want to fully ingest.
Yeah.
All this content
And Super. There's 130
dubbed. I think there's more than that if you watch subbed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, subbed is there's 130 ish right now.
Oh, okay.
Subbed, which it's coming to an end next month. So this will be the final arc, I'd say.
Yeah. So I
The
don't know how
Universal
many there is,
Tournament.
but take other shonen animes like Naruto.
That one's long. I think there's like 200 just in Naruto,
Right.
and then Shippuden's even longer.
Even longer. I
And
think
then
there's
now
like over 400 in Shippuden.
I think so. Yeah.
And then now there's Baruto.
Boruto. Yeah.
Burrito. Burrito.
Burrito.
And then like One Piece is still going on. It's been going on since 1999.
Wow.
They are almost 20 years in to a shonen anime. Then Bleach, of course. I think that finally ended. I could be wrong about that. I've not caught up on Bleach in a while. So I mean, like, and then Yu-Gi-Oh. God.
Does it still go?
Yeah.
It's still going?
Yeah,
Wow.
so you had like
I watched it as
over
a kid,
200 episodes in the first series. Oh, no. There was Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 before that, which they don't really count that because it doesn't do a lot with the card game. It mostly just kind of fucked up, but it actually kills people. But there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, Yu-Gi-Oh! GT, Yu-Gi-Oh! Which one is that for GT? Fuck, it's the one they were on motorcycles.
Dude, they ripped off like Dragon Ball GT. Like they just took GT.
GX. Sorry.
GX. Okay.
Yeah, I said
Correction.
GT.
So that didn't sound right.
Correction, GX. Oh, fuck. What's the one after? 5D, Zexel, Arc V, and there's another one coming out. I don't even know what it is called. But there's already another one hitting. Yeah, so there's to get invested in a show and anime, you have to be invested. You have to like it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be like, fuck this.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking of, like, just, and again, not trying to, this is an example, okay? So bear with me. Don't rip my head off.
Bear with them.
I'm talking to you specifically. Jeremy showed me a fight between Naruto and Sasuke, before I watched anything, and he thought it was just so amazing, and I'm like, this is pretty fucking gay, because I didn't have none of the backstory, none of nothing. And then when I finally watched it and got to that point, I was like, this is fucking awesome. But
also, in showing anime, I just want to interject. Anime tropes are very, very, very common. Like,
yeah,
the guy will give a speech before he summons the strength or courage to face down his foes.
Or they'll pull out some card that they did off screen, some training that they did
Right.
off screen that you as the viewer haven't seen yet, like this new bag of tricks. And then they're just so much more powerful now. Yeah, that's a showing anime
Usually
trope.
it's a
Yes.
heartfelt speech like, "Oh, my mother and father's dead, and I'm gonna avenge them with their love and strength and courage." And
Speaking of, yeah, that's the whole break from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. Is a 3-year period where everybody just trains off screen. You don't see it. And then they just come in just super strong.
Come in just back for more.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that's a in between the arcs of Dragon Ball is same thing. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
But they throw in some different stuff like Future Trunks. That was cool. Like time travel. That was cool.
Dragon Ball keeps it fresh. I think a lot of these keep. You just have to be interested because I know, like I said, we know Jeremy and you that love Naruto. I just can't get into Naruto. But on that same spin, I like Bleach and One Piece, and I don't think that you guys would really get into either one of those.
Not knocking Bleach. There is a Watch Mojo. I know you're familiar. Top tens. They did a list on why Naruto was better than Bleach
Wow.
because they're comparable.
Oh yeah.
They're comparable. I don't watch Bleach. Not knocking Bleach, but they said the character development, basically the characters of Naruto.
Bleach has bigger boobs.
Bleach has bigger boobs.
I win.
Touche.
No. I guess I just couldn't get into Naruto. It was. I don't know. I'm gonna try again for you guys.
I think you should. I'm
gonna try to watch some.
I'm I'm pumped. I've seen enough clips of Super. I probably dove way more into you. I probably know. I can tell the gist.
I kept trying to
about a
watch
lot.
the first episode on Kiss Anime, but something was going on either with my internet or with Kiss Anime at the time.
Dude, I tried to watch it on Cartoon
I
Network.
mean, I tried to pay for it.
I tried to pay for it. No, see, I have such a problem, and I can watch clips, but I can't sit down. Well, actually, I take that back. I sat down and watched a Super episode, like a current Super episode, completely
Damn.
subbed in Japanese because I've watched all these clips.
Okay. Since we're on anime and you just brought this up, but once again, sorry to interject, but here we go. Subbed or dubbed?
This is where I was leading. This is where I was going. I was completely against subbed, completely against it. And then I've watched so many clips, it's eased me into it. And I finally sat down and watched a whole episode subbed. And I'm thinking about watching all of Super and subbed. Because I was waiting for it to be dubbed, because for the longest time I was like, I can't watch it. And I watched so many clips that it's completely got me used to it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something for a lot of people. Once you get used to it, subbed it's no big deal.
So
And I think it's because like
I can watch either or, but I will definitely say I prefer because like I watch.
I got a funny thought process that I'm gonna run through you as soon as you
Run
get
it.
done. Oh, you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, run it.
The reason why I was so against subbed was because the reading aspect. I was like, if I'm gonna fucking read it, then I'm just gonna get the manga.
Right.
You know, I don't want to watch it where I have to read. And they literally, Japanese is so much longer and drawn out that you have so much time to read it. Like I have it read by the time, they finish speaking.
Okay.
So it's not really a big deal. That's a really terrible, stupid way to look at it.
It
But
is
I'm not stupid. It's not that I'm not stupid. It's not that I can't read. It's that
what I find is like you get a more pure form than subbed, but
Than dubbed.
Than dubbed. But I'm
Yeah.
going to go a little bit lazy on you and say, I'm going to go actually a little bit, I guess maybe worse than what you said. Just the simple reason why is I'm lazy and I don't want to read.
That's exactly why I said that's exactly why I refuse to watch subbed anime. It is.
However, that's stupid because like I can sit down and watch a Godzilla,
Godzilla.
a Godzilla movie that's completely subbed, like Shin Godzilla, like.
I mean, it's seriously, it's like I said, I would rather sit down and read the manga because if you want to talk about pure,
called Good Morning Call on Netflix, check it out.
Good Morning Call.
It's a love story, and
it's a love story. I will not watch.
It's awful, but it's really, I like it, and I like watching stuff like that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But to sit down and like I noticed with
my wife likes Adam Sandler movies, and not the good ones, the bad ones, the new ones.
Oh my god!
So it's her thing. She likes them. Some of them aren't completely terrible. Most are. I'm not saying she watches Jack and Jill.
I am texting her about that.
I'm not
Rob
saying she watches
Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a carrot. He's a stapler.
Adam Sandler is a brother and a sister.
Oh god. The shit episode. You're getting older.
Yeah.
A lot of South Park references.
Yeah. But I don't know. Dragon Ball is good. This is a topic that we might come back to time after time.
Yeah.
When you look, you will find me.
Time after time. If you fall, Goku will catch you. He'll be waiting.
Time after time.
I can't keep going. I'm sorry.
But yeah, this is a topic that we're both pretty passionate about.
I am. I told you, and I don't know if I mentioned in the last one, but I got that projector, and I need to figure out how to reorganize the files because I'm not going to finish this because I hook a DVD player up with all of the episodes that I've bought of Dragon Ball Z. Either ways, the projector completely randomizes those files, so it's not like you think the very first file would be the very first episode.
Right. Like
it's not. It's completely random.
Yeah,
so you know how hard that is?
Yeah. Because
I hooked it up and I'm like, I tried to hook my phone into this projector and it didn't do anything. So I was like, well, you know what? I got a flash drive. I will hook it up, and it totally works. But my files are random, so you can't get any traction.
Do you have the instructions?
I don't think it came with instructions, but I have everything.
Once
that was in
again,
the box.
back to the thing that we're lazy. We don't like to read.
No. See, because I tried to move the files, like rearrange them myself, but I know for a fact that the files are in order because in my PlayStation 3 they were completely in order.
Right.
But I don't know how to rearrange them on the projector.
We'll look it up.
We need to. We need to. You have to come over. You have to check it out because it's pretty cool. That projector's awesome.
So is this the end of the podcast?
I think so. We again try not to dive into super. Everybody on YouTube right now, if you can find any super where they review episodes and everything that's going on, but we went back mostly because we haven't seen super.
Yeah.
It's mostly because we don't know what's going on.
So yeah.
But everything up to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
GT. Which
And
we
G-
did not touch a lot on,
I
but
tell
that's
you,
because
yeah.
Travis really does not like it.
I tell you what, I will watch it.
It's not that long. It's only like 50-some episodes.
I will watch it, and we
Most
can do a
of them
dedicate. We can dedicate. Ugh, and we can dedicate a short podcast to GT itself.
Right. So our next video that we might have up after this one will probably be a rambler or a review. We're not sure yet. Our schedules doesn't look like we're going to work out this week so we can get together. So probably something over Discord rambling.
Yeah, most likely.
But yeah, this has been 2 Guys, 1 Pod podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Travis.
And we're going to leave you with that. And hope you enjoyed. See ya.
See you next time.